Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to our soup series that we're doing. Today we are going to make one of my favorite soups, carrot ginger with coconut milk. It's delicious. This is actually one of the very first soups I've ever made and it turned out incredible. I just loved it. And it's a great soup again for this season. I put lots of ginger, lots of garlic, and I'm going to show you all the ingredients again. We're going to get started. This one's a little easier than the last soup, the lentil soup that we made, because we just throw all the ingredients together. You don't have to chop them up very finely, just big chunks. You put them in there, we cook it up, and then we blend it and add the coconut milk. So let's get started. I'm going to cut up the rest of my carrot here, and I'll show you. I haven't peeled my carrots because these are organic carrots, and leaving the skin on just adds some fiber, and getting a little dirt in your system never hurt anybody. It's actually good for you, builds antibodies. So let me show you what we got going on here. Alright, so here we have a lot of the same ingredients as our last soup. We have some carrots, and so we have a little bit of celery, we got our onion, we have our garlic and ginger. These are our spices. I'm using chicken stock today, but you can use vegetable stock if you want to make it vegan. And our oils today, we're using olive oil and sesame oil. And then we have cilantro, we have our coconut milk, we have my fancy new salt and pepper little containers there. And here we have some soy sauce. Sometimes I use tamari, but there's soy sauce today, and maple syrup. And so we're just going to throw all these ingredients into a pot. Okay, so we have our pot on the stove here. It's on medium high, and we're going to start putting all the ingredients in. So we're going to start with our oils. Again, I have some olive oil and sesame oil. We're going to throw that in there. Let that heat up a little bit. And then we're going to throw the rest of the ingredients in. So, starting with our onion, fry that up. Just going to let that cook for a minute. Get it nice and tender. And like I said, I just took the peel off the garlic. I just chopped the ginger up in big chunks. And we're just going to throw that in there as well. We're going to mix that up a little bit. Blend all those nice vegetables together. Then I'm going to add my soy sauce and maple syrup. That's what we got in here. Sweet and salty. Yum, yum, yum. We're going to mix that all together. And then we're going to add our spices. So I'm going to use my fancy salt and pepper. Yes! A little bit of salt in there and a little bit of pepper. Voila! Okay, then we have all our spices. Here they are. What do we have in here? Tumeric, curry, cumin, cayenne, cinnamon, and a little bit of sage. So let's add all that in there, mix that up really nice. Let that. Okay, so we got all the vegetables in there. We have our spices, we have our oil, maple syrup, soy sauce. Now we're going to add some cilantro. I add about half of it now and then half at the end. We're going to mix it up, and then we're going to add, I have a chicken stock cube. You can use vegetable stock if you want it to be vegan. Alright, so here we have everything all cooking together. The carrots, onions, ginger, garlic. It smells really good. You can see all the spices are starting to cook and blended nicely. And now we're going to add our water. Oh, this is our verse of the week, my friends. I put a new verse up here every week. And now abide, faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. Amen. Okay, here we go. So you want to fill it up with water till it covers everything. A little extra, that's perfect. And then we're going to turn the stove onto high, and we're going to bring that to a boil. So once we bring it to a boil, then we're going to lower the heat and let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. Really let all those ingredients blend together nicely, and then we're going to blend them up in a blender. Okay, so this is coming to a nice boil. Everything is starting to cook nicely, and now we're going to lower the heat and let that simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to put the lid on it because that just helps it to cook faster. So put the lid on that, and then we just wait and then blend it all up. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so we're back. We have our soup all ready to go into the blender. So you just want to make sure that everything is cooked through. So just take a fork or a knife and just make sure the carrots and everything are nice and soft. Ta-da! You can go right through them. And then we're going to take our blender and we're going to blend all of that up. So I keep a few of the chunks in there and then blend everything else up, or you can just blend it all and then it's all like a nice creamy soup. But if you want to leave a few chunks in there, leave a few in. Now I have a little tip for blending this because it's really hot, and a few times I have had a bit of an accident. Everything explodes everywhere because of the heat. So you definitely want to start the blender on a very low speed, and you also want to put like a cloth on top of it so that you don't have any explosions. All right, we don't need the soup everywhere, especially with that turmeric in here. That stuff just stains everything. Okay, so I have a few more chunks in there. I don't like to keep chunks of ginger though, so I'll put the ginger in there to get blended up. Oh my goodness, it smells so yummy. It's literally clearing my sinuses just smelling this. Okay, so we have it all in the blender here. Voila. We're gonna put it on. I'm gonna grab my cloth to put on top. I'm going to cover the lid with a cloth, and then I'm going to put on a very low speed, start blending, and then a little bit higher, blah blah blue, all blended nicely as you can see. Voila. Yeah, look at that, it looks beautiful. And then slowly pour it back into the pot. There we go. And then all we do is add our coconut milk, and then we're going to cook it for another like 15 minutes. Okay, so here's our coconut milk. I like full fat coconut milk. Obviously this is full fat because it's not going nowhere. But I like my soup nice and creamy, so this is not a full can of coconut milk, but it's about 3/4. Isn't that gorgeous looking? So we're gonna blend that up really nicely. Not blend it, stir it. We already blended. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, so we're gonna let that cook for another 15 minutes. Just let that coconut milk really cook in with everything else before we eat it. Yay! Alright, my friends, our soup is ready. It tastes amazing. I had a little taste and we're gonna serve it now. I'm gonna show you how I like to eat it. So, we're gonna put it in our bowl. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the fresh cilantro that we had before. So we're going to take that, we're going to put it on top. I like to break it up a little bit. You can't really see what I'm doing. Here we go. So there we go. I put a little bit of the cilantro on top, and then we're going to add a little more of salt and pepper to taste. Just like so, like that. And then we get to eat it, yay! All right, here we go. The finished product. Can you see that? Oh yeah. It looks so good. It's really hot. Hope I don't burn my tongue. Here we go. Yum. Wow, that's so good. I don't know why my soup tastes so much better when I share it with you guys. So cheers to you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you make this recipe and enjoy it as much as I do. Sprinkle a little love on there. Thank the Lord before you eat it. Thank you, God. Thanks again for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time. Not sure which soup we're gonna do next, but I will surprise you. And God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. See you very soon.